Mr. Speaker, I was very sad to hear my colleague mention that they were struggling to get very simple first aid. You don't have ambulances. You have no business playing football in such a field. That is a death trap. But we go there and nothing happens, so we think that is a football field. No. What was the police situation at the football field? Where were the police? What was the requirement of security that was supposed to be upheld in the stadium? In this particular instance, the information we have is that this young man had been threatened prior to the match, and that the security agencies should have known that what happened to the young man could happen. I would like to call on you to direct the Ministry of Sports to take this matter very seriously, and that if the GFA cannot follow rigorous protocols for licensing our football stadia, we should not be playing football as a country. Because football is a serious business and it's about life. Where the protocol may require you to bring over 40 policemen, you are right there and only 2 policemen are there guiding and protecting scores of spectators. The end result is that people die needlessly, and we mustn't die following the passion of football. Mr. Speaker, I would like to call on this House to take on the GFA to properly make sure that before football returns, we are prepared in all respects and that our football fields are fit for purpose. Currently, what we call football fields are just parks. They are just like we're doing in our area, where you just call neighbors across the road and you are playing football. That is what is happening. And we cannot be doing that for people to die needlessly.
Issue of citing drinking sports and beer bars around these stadia and sports facilities. One, you cannot enter the stadium with alcohol. But the people just take it before entering. So they enter, and the time that they reach that peak, that is when the match is also at this height. So one, we also have to be clear on the modalities and the guidelines and what we can also have around the various sporting facilities. Today we have a colleague down that I'm an unrepentant fan of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. But I also believe that in helping protect lives within the various precincts of our sports facilities, we have to look at the very things that are cited around it. Yes, you can have food joints, but the siting of sometimes some of these drinking bars is also a disturbance. Number 2 has to do with also enhanced security within the stadium. In the various stands, apart from having people who are wearing security badges and uniforms, you can also have plainclothes security. And that is what many of these countries are using within their stadium. So, Mr. Speaker, football is the passion of the nation. Wherever you even have small teams playing within our communities, you can see that tension is always high. How much more when it has to do with league standings and the position of these teams on the various league table. So whilst I commend my colleague, I would like, Mr. Speaker, with your kind direction, get the sports minister to also pay keen attention, one, to the issue of security, issues of officiating and refereeing, and third issue has to do with the siting of these drinking bars around the various stadiums.
Speaker, the minister is already holding meetings with the media to see how we can project sports. Indeed, he has revealed to me that he is looking to negotiate for super sports and others to begin to cover our local leagues. Because, Mr. Speaker, when the local leagues are covered by super sports, what it means is that people sitting in South Africa can see our boys playing, our boys and girls playing. And from South Africa, they can begin to identify and come and scout for those people. So the footballers themselves, when they see that their tournaments are covered on Super Sports, they know that a platform, a global platform is being provided them to showcase their skills, so that scouts all over the world can view and then come and try and then recruit them to their various countries. And also,
I can assure you that the playing body itself is aware that they are no more celebrated the way we were celebrated. So that itself is also a challenge to them. But as I always indicate, engagement is for me the way to go. If the awareness is created, if what they need, we have to sit with the playing body and to really find out what it is that makes them perform so well at the club levels, and what is it that makes them perform so poorly at the national level when they are called upon. Then we will take it from there and deal with the situation. And we'll be looking at the technical bench also. We are not going to leave that out. We will have to look at it. So based on all the analysis that we will have, we will be taking decisions that will bring our football, especially the Black Stars, back to its glory days. We can't continue celebrating. We were the first country to win four times in 82. Since then, we haven't this. It can't continue that way. We must be able to celebrate something. Wants to go, including the president. We all want to go. We all want to go. So whatever we'll have to do, we will do. And we will continue to pray. Let's all of us put our positive hearts towards that. So we will qualify for the World Cup.
No, I'm not aware that the other 16 clubs are calling on the FA for the restart of the game. I'm not aware. So you are telling me. But I think that will not be fair to us, because what we are seeking for is not in the interest of Kotoko and House alone, but for the generality of our game. So I think that we will not be pushed or be compelled by the pressure from whichever quarters that you are talking about for the restart of the game. We shall insist on the best reforms, standard reforms that will help improve the game. After all, it will be for the betterment of all the clubs. So why the rush?